Oh boy. Going on, Bigfoot World. I'm gonna try it out with this laptop, see how it works out. If it don't work out, then the only option I got is my phone. So either way, I'm going live tonight, guys. But, can everybody hear everything look good? Another solo night with me, guys. That was a good one, Rick. That was a good one. I like that. The date, man, she scared me off of that mountain. I think I needed a diaper. It's a scary night, Rick. And that was my last date with her. You got a light and good picture. There's some good footage coming up. It's just the second half coming up. I had a lot of problems with my lights. I had brand new lights. I changed the batteries, put brand new batteries in them. I had 3 high-powered lights on standby, and a third one so I can use to change the batteries and everything else, my cameras and everything. And as soon as it got dark, and the only thing I really had was the backup. The backup flashlight that I had. It was horrible. It was, man. It was a scary night. It was a real scary night. Yeah, I went out the night before buck season. It was crazy. There was game warden out there, guys. If you hadn't watched, be safe because them game warden are out there early 2:30, 3 o'clock. They was up in there in jeeps, so it makes sure you got everything showing, everything in orange, hunt safe for everybody that does hunt because it's crazy out there. I had to hike. I hiked the whole way off of that mountain, guys. Once after the bear incident, it turned out it was a black bear. It was a medium-sized black bear. His ass wasn't in hibernation yet at all. But after I finally once I went into the wood line, guys. Once you seen the live feed. As soon as I got into the wood line, I lost signal on there, and it just everything got dark. I lost signal. The phone got black. I was using my phone light and the backup light to try to find my rock, and I couldn't find my rock in there. It was just it was a night that I'll never do again by myself. If you come across a gut pile, try this. Put the heart and liver and kidneys in the rock or stump. Choose the best. See what goes first. That is a good idea. That's a real good idea. And I'm gonna do that because there's gonna be a lot of that laying around, Rick. Especially it's deer season, there's gonna be a lot of that laying around. So really, the only time we can really hit the woods is on Sunday because you ain't allowed to hunt on Sunday. Oh man, I forgot to take the bread. she put banana nut bread. There was pecan pie in my backpack. That's what was drawn into me. I threw my whole bag down. Guys, wait till you see the second part of this video coming up that night. All I could do was film. I couldn't do no live feed. I didn't have no signal. The signal wouldn't even let me take a picture, not let them go live. But I was lucky to go live for that minute that I did. What my attention was on that live stream, there's a field there's like a little open field in the middle of that forest, and all the deer seem like they come out right out into that field. And I wanted to try to sneak out and try to film a few deer and see how many was out there the night before buck season. And it turned out I didn't see no damn deer. It was a little black bear come. He wasn't even really trying to come after me. That's the weird part. They usually run away from you. Like every bear encounter I've ever had with a black bear, it always like jetted off from me. But this one, he wanted to play games. He was sniffing that pecan pie and that banana bread in my back. And well, anyways, I ran to the rock. I finally found the rock. I found the tree. I had to climb up this tree to get over to my rock. So I unhooked my backpack and hurry up and jumped on the branch and climbed up and stepped over to the rock and laid down. And he kept walking around the rock like he was trying to sniff me out or trying to find a way off the rock. So I just I hollered down, man, just leave me alone. I'm shining the flashlight and the camera down there. I was freaked out. I never in a million years expected to see a bear at the end of November, beginning of December. That was just terrifying. But not even that. Right before that, before I even went for a walk, once I first got up on that rock and was setting up on the rock, just laying everything out, getting ready for the night. I heard coming up from the ravine side. I heard some, like the wind was blowing, but it was the leaves. You could hear coming up through in the leaves, coming up the hill on my right side, and it was already dark. So I was sitting there. I turned my lantern off, and I could hear it come up around, and I was waiting for it to get in my line of light. So I hurry up and turn my light on and the camera at the same time. As soon as, well, anyways, it came up around and it's like it seemed like it stopped about 20 feet from me. So when it stopped, I hurry up, turned the light on it, and turned the light. I had the camera on it, and there was a bush there. Whatever it was on the other side. Somebody was knocking on my door, and my dogs were going crazy. But on the other side of the bush, whatever it was standing on the other side of the bush for like 5 minutes. And then after about 5 minutes, it's just sitting there listening. I had the camera and light there. There was no sound. And then all of a sudden you hear it. It was walking away back up toward the maze because I was like 20 feet from the maze up on top of the rock. And it walked back toward the maze. Man, I just over there toward, I wasn't even messing with that maze after I heard that. So that's why I went over to the side where it came out to the field and the deer came out. And I wanted to, and I just decided to leave the maze alone and end up running into a bear. So I was better off going up there and having to talk with Bigfoot instead of going out there and messing with that damn bear. But I never expected. I kind of jinxed myself because if you notice in the beginning of this video that came up, on the way down, I said all the bears should be hibernating. So I lucked out that part. So I kind of jinxed myself. I talked about it on the way down. I said, I know there ain't no bears here. They're all hibernating. So I'm straight on that part. And I ended up walking straight into one. Well, he walked out into me. And then you can hear him kept running up in the grass is like waist high. It's like straw. And you could hear it running like all around me. Great, man, it was terrifying. I would never do that again. But like I seen some of the comments, guys. I did that on myself. I know I was blaming Money Mike. I was blaming Fred, but I ain't have nobody to blame but myself on that one. I made the choice to go out there and be an idiot and I brought that shit up. Whatever happened, that was pretty much on myself. But how you gonna find any kind of evidence if you don't go out on a limb sometimes at the same time? But that was my last trip at nighttime by myself. I'm not gonna lie. That man, I got home. I think I had to change my shorts, shower. It was just terrifying. The whole night, the whole trip, because I had to be out of the mountain before the hunters came in. I left out of there probably like off of that rock. Well, I laid on that rock for about an hour until I heard that the bear creep off. Until I couldn't hear him cracking sticks no more and walk off. That's when it was about 2:30. I finally jumped down off the rock and started walking, started heading down out. Well, I had to go up over and then down off to go away from the direction of the bear. So it was like an extra hour walk right there trying to avoid the bear. So I journeyed the whole way down off the mountain by myself in the middle of the night. It was about I left 2:30. I left and I made it home probably going on 7 in the morning. It took me that long to walk that mountain to get out of there. It was just it was a long, scary. I ain't doing it again, not by myself, guys. But let me get caught up on some of you guys' comments. I know Rick's up there talking about Deb. I kind of had the feeling Deb was in the woods. She left Rick's barn, and she been following me in the woods. She green eyes and everything, kind of terrifying. But I had to go back up the next day and track the bag down. You'll notice in part two, I didn't have my bag. It's gone. I left it out. The only thing I had was my cameras because my cameras was in my coat. I have well the camera that I was using. I had another backup camera inside my coat pocket. And whenever I found my rock, I threw that and my light up, and I dropped my bag and climbed up and left. And the bear it took off with my bread, my butter, my pecan pie. It left the batteries. The batteries all spread out everywhere. It tore where it zippings up. It tore the top of the bag open. It shredded the top of the bag. It's pretty much done. She thinks she can stitch it up, but there's no way she gonna stitch that. Um, Let me get to Renee. I got a 6-point leg. You guys are nuts. Yeah, that's I was even going to take that video down, that live stream, but at the same time, I'm gonna leave it right where it's at because it's a reminder to me that I'm not going back up in there by myself. There's not much really to see, but I know what I experienced on that video, and I'm just gonna leave that video there just because it's a reminder that I'm not doing it. I'll never do that again. I don't advise anybody. I don't know how the hell Rio goes up in there at nighttime by itself. I don't know well, he's about the only one besides us that really goes out at nighttime. There might be one or two others. Don't get me wrong. Dotson, I seen Robert Dotson out a couple times at nighttime. Woodburger Farm, Rick, he lives out there at nighttime. It's like he sleeps during the day and he's out there looking for Bigfoot at night. He's always on it. So there is a couple guys out there that does the night job. That night job is it takes a certain type of person to go out there and do that, man. Believe me, I did that shit myself, firsthand experience, first time by myself, and that I don't know how Rick does it. He's a better man than me because he's always out there at nighttime by himself. If you guys notice watching his videos, he's always down in there by himself talking to him. Shit, that was enough for me. That one night broke me. Jack Rick has some booger and cats. I might have to get a couple of them, Frank, for sure. Um, is there a lot of I don't know, but that's what I was wondering too about the wildfires in Australia. I know California's getting it bad. Did that, man? Read it. I know that it definitely was hard to watch, but if you really sit and follow what's going on, and when I'm trying to walk back going to my rock, you can actually hear that thing coming up beside me, like it's playing with me. You run up into the weeds. It's waist high weeds. You'll hear it running up, and then it's making sounds over there talking to me and shit. Like I didn't know what it was up to, what his motive was. I knew that I just if I didn't get to that rock, that it was going to be a bad night. So I got to the rock and laid there for a couple of hours and balled up. Every now and then, poke my head up and see if it was still down there. But eventually, he finally walked up. I heard him kept walking up over this hillside. And once I quit hearing his twigs breaking and snapping off far off in the distance, that's when I made a break the other direction. It it scared. It was a scary. It was scary nightmare on that one. But the second part, you'll see. You'll the live really didn't make sense. But once you guys see the second part of the overnight challenge, it'll make more sense. You'll understand it a little bit more. I was trying to get everything up before this Friday Night Live, but I got a piece of shit lab. I'm down to the laptop, and it's the laptop running slow. I thought it had a virus, but it turned out it didn't. It's just full of everything. There's no more room. There's no memory left in it, and it won't let me do anything. So, but I got a new one coming soon. It was stocked, man. He's like the bear was playing games with me. He could have ate me 100 times because I stopped. I talked to him, and he like was blowing his cheeks out. Woof, 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 and it was just he could have had me, and he didn't. That's the only thing. But I don't know. I can't explain it. But when you see the second part of this of that overnight challenge by myself, you understand what I'm saying. Bears are on black bears, grizzly, but they're all unpredictable. Every bear I've ever came across, they always just like jetted off, ran away. But this one didn't. He wanted to stick around and play. I don't know. Maybe he was a young juvenile bear. Yeah, he wanted something to play around with, something to beat up on. Mel, you know how males get, but I don't know what his motive was besides take my banana bread. He definitely wanted my banana bread. Once I remembered it, she put it in my backpack. It's like my heart just dropped in my stomach. It's like that's what it's after. It smells that bread back there. It, I was even that much more scared. Did you see the video of the guy 21 foot high in his tree? Yeah, and that bear walked right up the tree and looked at him in his face. He didn't even flinch. If he would have flinched, that bear would have took a bite out of his face. I definitely seen that video. I definitely did. That was a good video. Them bears, they're unpredictable. You don't know what they're going to do, and that that shows this video coming up shows you a lot that you can't predict a bear. And I'm never going back in without a can of bear spray. At least I won't take no firearms or nothing like that. I'm not into killing anything, but best believe that the team will have some bear spray. I don't care if it's $1,000 a can. We will have some bear spray on hand because that just don't happen at night. That happens day or night. It could happen anytime in the forest. There's never a time on that for a day. I'm glad you made it with us too, Renee. If it's if it's what you said it was five something, so you're like an hour ahead of us. I always started here at 7 Eastern Standard Time, so you might yeah, it's a little hour time difference. Oh yeah, tomorrow I got a Gene's talking about. I got a father and daughter dance I gotta go to. I got it's gonna be a long night. I got three little girls I gotta take to a father like a father and princess dance, and I'm gonna try to film some of it so you guys see how it turned out. I guess we're taking it's gonna be. I don't want to say what we're doing yet because I'm not exactly sure, but we have a few things planned. It's really nothing to do with Bigfoot, but it's still experience that I'd like to share with you guys. You know what I mean? It's part of life. You know what I mean? I'm gonna film that. It's a good event, so I'm gonna film it and put it up there anyways. Even though it doesn't have anything much to do with Bigfoot, it's still a memory, and that's something I still want to put on the channel. If you, I'll even put in parentheses, not Bigfoot related, but if you guys want to check it out, it's going to be a pretty interesting. I guess you guys get to see my girls how they act because they're worse than the boys. You guys really don't get a chance to see the girls that much, and it's always me and Mike and Jeff and Fred out there, and the girls they're always doing their own thing. But tomorrow we're going to have a little father and daughter dance. We're going to go to in the tux. You might see me in a tux at my funeral the next time. I don't get in tuxes, so that might be there might be two times tomorrow and the funeral. So that you definitely might just want to check it out just to see me in that tux. What's going on, Lord? It's no, not really, Michelle. It's gonna be, it's nice. It's a nice little tuxedo. I got fitted for it today. I really didn't get to see it all together. I seen it like in a million different pieces. Tomorrow I pick it up in the morning and I'll see what it looks like all together. You guys will get to see it. I'm going to film some of it. We're trying to get a limousine and take in there. So it should be a pretty good event. I just waiting to see how everything turns out on that so far. But as on Fred, I seen comments about Fred. I just thought about it. I seen the comment, and Fred was doing his own thing that night. I went out on to the overnight challenge. Fred's like 3 or 4 times over there. He doing his own thing, trying to get back on his feet, and he's hard to get to over there. But Mike, on the other hand, dickhead money Mike. As soon as I catch him, that's a different story. Cause I caught the morning that I was planning on doing this, that I was planning on doing the overnight challenge. Well, and at the same time, I'm glad he didn't go because of the bear incident. But at the same time, I called him that day, that morning, and I said, Mike, hey, Fred's at his mom's. I can't get to him. Uh, Buck season's tomorrow, and it's going on for like 2 weeks. I want to get this overnight challenge in the maze out the way. We gotta get in there and do it. We promised the fans, let's get in there and do it. And I'm on video chat with Mike, telling Mike like we gotta do this. We're doing it for the fans, Mike. And he said, "Where Fred at?" And I just told you, Fred's over there at his mom's doing his own thing, trying to save money, get on his feet. And well, Mike says, "Well, why can't Fred do it?" All right, Mike, I got you. I'm gonna do it myself. I'm just gonna do it myself. Don't even worry about it. So I hang up on Mike, thinking he gonna call me back saying, "Dad, I'm on my way. You ain't gonna do it by yourself." No, no call. It was like crickets chirping over in the corner and shit. We just waiting on Mike to call back saying, "Dad, I'm coming." but he ain't come. He waited till after the live feed. A couple hours later, when I'm walking home, I'm halfway off the mountain. He gonna call me, Dad, are you okay? Are you okay? Texting me. He won't even call me. He was texting me. Are you okay, Dad? He must have seen the live stream. And I was trying to message Carrie to tell everybody on Facebook that I didn't have signal. That I made it to the rock, and that I was heading home once this bear left. And it just I couldn't get the signal out. It was crazy night. No, Fred was stuck at home. Fred was stuck out at his mom's out. Like they live 50 miles away, like away from me, and to go out when my car broke down and to go out and get him and pay somebody $30 to go get him and come. I have too much money tied up in it, so not all bears in Pennsylvania hibernate in the wintertime. Well, you should have told me that shit last week, Gene. It's find time to tell me. Man, I had it. I thought I was a professional talking about, yeah, these bears, these black bears, they're hibernating. They should be hibernating 2, 3 weeks ago. Like I know what I'm talking about. I get up on top of the mountain and come to find out there's one sitting there looking at me, talking about, give me that cornbread you got there. So it's just all bad day. I ain't going back up there. What's going on, Mom? Oh yeah, Mom. I was talking to Mom there for a minute on the way home. You got to tell your mom what's going on. She'll have the FBI, IRS, ATF, everybody there looking for you. Just 20 helicopters in the sky. You gotta put a signal out to mom. Let mom know. I threw the bag down. I left it had a whole damn bag, the whole book bag. Dropped it, climbed up the tree over to the rock, and just laid down and just laid there. I could hear him going around the rock that I was on, and he kept like blowing out his cheeks, woof, woof, like he was breathing, like he was trying to smell me or some shit. And he got my bag and walked off. When I finally got it, the bag that were the top where it zipped up, it's shredded apart. It got all kind of it's tore up pretty. There's no way she gonna fix the zipper part of it. It's done. It's done. But he took the bread. He took the banana bread, the pecan pies. The berries are spread out across the freaking forest. I had to pick them up. My tea. He bit a hole in my tea, drained out my tea. But hey, he didn't eat me, so I guess it's a good thing. Liquid silver at the moment. In the face on others like glitches. It's this damn computer. It's so it's not virus stuff. It's just full of I don't know. It's just full of videos and it's not enough memory and it's not letting me do anything with it. But I'm in the process of getting a new desktop. It's with some better RAM, so I should be all right on that part. I I gotta work on the camera now. Once I get a better camera, it'll come. It'll come. Before spring comes back, I'll be back up there again. Clean the C drive. I got Norton and I ran the disk cleanup and the scans and updates and all that. And it'll take it down, the memory down, wee little tiny bit. And it took, man, to upload that first half of the overnight challenge, it took like 2 days. The first day it went up to 82%, and then something froze, and then I had to reset it, and then I thought it would start over, like where it left off. No, I had to start that video all the way back over again from day one, and that's it. It's taking like 3 days to upload one video, so I gotta get a couple kinks worked out with this. I will. I'll get it. Yeah, right, TM. I'm gonna get a better camera. I'm definitely gonna get a better camera. That's the first thing on my list. If I don't get it by Christmas, well, the computer is the first thing on my list. It's already en route. Then a better camera. I got two cameras, but either one of them are worth shit. Just telling fans about the one I showed you with the AKGB with 1 terabyte RAM. Oh yeah, Gene. The tower, the computer tower. I'm definitely gonna get something where I can actually stream with you guys, faster upload time, and I need something that will hold what I do. So I'll get that worked out. That's a long time to upload a video. Renee, it's crazy, but after this week, it'll probably be. By the time I get this series up, I should have another computer, and it should be a lot faster. I'm trying to get back to the one video a day, but it's life and everything else ain't let me do it. Eventually, I'm going to be back out there to where I'm back to one video a day. It won't be long. It won't be long because I want to get up there while there's still snow up there. I want to find some tracks up there in Bigfoot land. I found some good tracks. I followed it about a mile and a half last year up there. That's how I found Bigfoot land. Was following what was it? One set of tracks to turn into two sets going back in, and it took me right into them rocks. And I've been up there hooked over ever since. We've been getting activity ever since we've been going over there. So I've been leaving pretty much the maze and the ravine alone, and been sticking around over there and Bigfoot land. But this last time, out of nowhere, I decided I'm gonna spend the night. Not even being there, maybe once this summer. A lot of things changed down there since I've been there. A lot. Will you grab me some coffee? Let me get caught up on you guys' comments. Man, Brenda, these computers are garbage. It seems like the more advanced they get, the more garbage they get. But they're good to have around. But at the same time, I'd rather have the old time apples or some shit. The more advanced they get, the more complicated, the more harder they are to figure out, the more easy they are to break, more susceptible to viruses. It's like, man, going on, Browndorf. It's good to see you on here. I got everybody on here tonight. Bobby Joe, good to see you on there. I almost missed it again. Yeah, but the thing about that, if you do miss it, you can always go back and rewatch it. You can always go back and catch up. So you don't really miss much anyways. We just bullshitting. This is a Friday night to bullshit. Get to know everybody, see how everybody's doing, see if anybody had any good experiences out there this week. Pretty much how was their Thanksgiving. I already told you guys how mine was. It was peaceful. It sent the kids out to the grandparents, and we just said it's it's peaceful. Now Christmas time, that's probably going to be a whole different story. It's probably going to be in one door, out the other door. Come Christmas time, man, I'll probably be coming and moving in with one of you guys. Yeah, you're right about that, Bubby. There ain't nothing like the live chat. It's like we're pretty much are conversating. So you're right about that. So far, my laptop is good. I had it cleaned out. One time, guy in the truck did it. The truck said, "Brenda, you probably pretty close. Computer set up," and he charged me. Yeah, I got this dude next door, Frank. He's a technician. He's the one that pretty much told me that my main computer was pretty much shot. The motherboard, the Trojan horse ate the motherboard up too much. But this one, it got locked out. It's not really, it don't really have too many viruses. It's just loaded up with, it has no more memory left. But I think everything that I have on there, pretty much stuff that I need, it's you can't win for losing when it comes to a computer. Man, that's hot. It's almost Christmas time. Yeah, it is. Christmas time came fast, man. Christmas is coming too fast. I don't even want to talk about Christmas yet. We just put up the tree today. I put that off long as I long as I could. I heard Brenda said she was out there putting lights up. She had to take a break. That's hard work. I love Christmas, but it's a lot of work putting up a Christmas tree and decorations around the house. Get started on the grandkids Monday. Say you're going to make your rounds. Nuh-uh, not me. One house is enough. That's good enough. I ain't. They can do their own house. Shit, the kids should be coming to your house and doing your house and then going to their house. That's how it should be. I think I'm putting Christmas tree in on the ceiling this year. That'd be different, Gene. Putting a Christmas tree on the ceiling. That would be different. That'd be real different. But I guess I heard Fresh coming back soon. He's in the process of getting a car, so he should be out there. He should be out there before long. Either way, that I'll be out there. I gotta get out there on Sundays. I gotta find some. While the snow's out there, I gotta get out there and look for tracks. I gotta find some tracks out there in Bigfoot land. I want to get up there on third row and see how the tracks are going and what's going on up there in the snow. There's a lot I want to check out in the snow. Put Bigfoot up in Christmas tree. That's a good idea. Just take all the stuff that I ain't using, gather it up, and go out there and just decorate a tree for him. See what he does with it. See if he tears it apart. That is a good idea. Just got to pick because he was fine. Man, this coffee's hot. Lost connection. Yeah, and it seemed like once I got into the woods, that's when I started losing signal, and I couldn't find my rock for nothing. It took me a minute to find that rock that I was on, but you'll see in part two coming up on that video. It should be coming. Man, I ain't even gonna give you a time limit when it's coming because it could be 2 days, it could be tomorrow. It's up to this laptop. This laptop got mine returned. I'm sending you a message on Messenger. But okay, dude. Yeah, but it's hotter than the average coffee. It's just hot. She must be mad at me. She made that. She poured it out the pot and then put it in the microwave for like 20 minutes, and that's when you know they're mad at you when little things like that happen. Yeah, but definitely, Harold, I'm definitely gonna try that. I'm going to take some gather like the stuff I ain't using, the old bulbs and shit, and take it out there one Sunday and just hang them up. Go up on the third layer and find one of them pine trees and hang up on one of them trees and film it, and then come back to phone and we can see what they do to it, just to see how they act with it. That's a good idea. I'm definitely gonna try that. Where's Nova at? Nova on there? There he is. We just bullshitting about the overnight challenge, Nova. Matter of fact, just stop up. You're right next door. Put some what? Yeah. What? Better than Deb. Anything better than Deb, Renee. Hey, I don't even know who said that. And Buddy Mike always says we're doing it for the fans. Yeah, but he's the first one. As soon as something happens, he's the first one gone, and then I'm not far behind him. But Mike's always the first one. Mike's always the first one gone. As soon as something, the slightest little sound, Mike breaks for camp. He's gone. He be walking on there, disappears. Mike is gone. You can't get in the cave anymore, can you? Yeah, we can. We can, but that's what that's what's. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. The night I was going to do the overnight challenge was going to be in the cave, and Fred, no, it was supposed to be the day before that. I ended up wait. We were supposed to do a Saturday in the cave, an overnight in the cave. Me and Fred was supposed to go down in there. There is another way in. We found a way in, and we're going to do it. But that night we were supposed to do it, and we were supposed to do it Saturday, and Fred took off Friday night and took off and went to his mom. Fred's scared to death of that cave. He don't want nothing to do with it after the shit that he went through. I mean, in a way, I can't blame him, and at the same time, we got to do it. We got to get it out the way. And I just want to see what's in there, just to do it. Really, cougars, raccoons, bears, probably a lot more than that. Them bats, them damn bats. Them bats are terrifying. It could be this little, and that thing's the most scariest thing in this world. Them bats ain't nothing, man. You guys seen how I am around bats? I don't mess with the bats. You stay safe, man. The kid was calling very loudly. We're gonna go back. I talked to Fred the other day about it. We're gonna go back in there. That's going. That's probably gonna be the next overnight challenge. It's gonna be this winter. We're gonna go down in there and check it out for a couple different reasons. For one, I want to see why it just all of a sudden went to steam. It's like 105 degrees in there when for years, as long as I can remember, that place has always been good 55, 60, even in June and July. You can ask anybody that's a local around here that knows that area. That cave always stayed cold. There forever. It was the ice cave in the winter. the front of it would grow like sheets of ice down the front of it. It was pretty nice. And then they sealed it up, but the bars ain't didn't make that big of a difference. Something happened in there, something I don't know, geological, something went on, something's going on. An air vent opened up, a hot air vent. Something happened to change that temperature in that cave that much. So I want to kind of investigate that too. What's going on with that? Did they do something in there on purpose? Jeffrey says sounds like equipment under there. There's well, that's at nighttime. It that's a terrifying place. At nighttime when you're in there, when the last time me and Fred spent the night in there, and my uncle Joe and Mike, it seems like everybody that used to work in there comes back to work in there, and like you hear machines start up, you hear pipes cleaning off the sides of the walls, somebody hollering the F word, we need concrete, and then a woman will answer him. You'll hear people walking down at you, and then when you shine a light, there's nobody there. It's just that place is just so terrifying. If Fred wants no parts of it. I really don't want no parts of it either, but it's just like this so fascinating. The shit that happens that you see that goes on. It's like you want to see what happens next, type of thing, and it's hard to explain. It's hard. That cave is it's nothing nice. It's at the same time. It's it feels like a very bad place once you go in there. But so much shit happens, you can just want to see what it is, why it's doing there's a lot with that place. From Louisville, Mississippi. I got family out in Mississippi, Tennessee. Lacey is very paranormal. Paranormal. Hey, there's another guy that went in there. I seen the video. I'm not gonna give out his name because, but there's another guy that went down in there, and he went like 10 feet down in from the entrance down into the rocks. And as he was going in, off to his right, something whistled at him, and he turned right back around and climbed back up. He said, "I'm by myself. I ain't even messing with this." He was done. He was done before he even started. But that thought that, but he was trying to debunk us. What he was trying to do, because we went in there and spent the night, and all this shit happened on film. He's kind of calling our bluff, and he went in filming like he's going to prove us different, and he made it like 10 feet, 15 feet down, and when something over here whistled at him, he turned right back around and said, "No, I'm done." It just cracked me up just because he was trying to debunk us like we was making shit up, like we was faking it. The cave just told him, "Now, not today, buddy. Turn back around and go back up." That cave is fascinating, and it's probably why they're sealing it up like they are because of what it is and what goes on in that place. It's very understandable why they're sealing that place up. Right, Jill. We're doing a little bit of everything, but it seemed like the paranormal and the Bigfoot just